Mhm. Now in Acts 13, now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simon that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene and Mammon, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul. Yes. As they ministered to the Lord and fasted, the Holy Ghost said, Separate me Barnabas and Saul for the work whereunto I have called them. And when they had fasted and prayed and laid their hands on them, they sent them away. Now, Saul's name was Saul, yes, in verse 2. Yeah. But they went through this fasting experience, and then when they fasted and prayed, laid their hands on them, sent them away. So they, being sent forth by the Holy Ghost, departed unto Seleucia, and from thence they sailed to Cyprus. Now, this Saul, yes, was the one that did the persecuting. Yeah. But Paul, yes, was the one that was the apostle. See, I had read someplace that your name is the word that you love hearing the most. Yes. Let's say your name is Paul. Yeah. My name is Paul. And when people call me Paul, I like it when they call me Paul. Yeah. And oftentimes, in fact, almost every video I say this is Paul. Yes. So that you know who it is. Right. Now, a name is very important to the individual because their identity is because of the name that they have. Yes. And I think that God changed the name of Saul to Paul in the Bible, yes, because of who he was and then who he became. Yeah. Now, Saul, in verse 9, who also is called Paul, yeah, filled with the Holy Ghost, set his eyes on him. Yeah, a little upset. Ooch. And the thought was, well, these names are very important to the individuals that have them. Yeah. Now, I know whatever this little boy's name is, right? If I was to call him Giuseppe for the rest of his life, yes, he would think that I, as his father, yes, had always called him Giuseppe because that's his identity. Now, why don't we get all the name change forms? Yes, in every court of the United States for the last 40 years right now. Because somebody decided that they were going to use the genetics of American citizens, yes, to make a super top secret communication system so that they could use little boys and girls. Oh. Now, I've talked to you about the sensitivity that I have of my name. I don't like you misspelling it. I don't like you using it in the newspaper. Yes. I don't like it when my name appears in the newspaper. Because my sons are winning football games right now. See, I was not given any due process when the dissolution of marriage was issued. Yes. And as many times as I've told you, they're in the wrong grades. Yes. You have deprived me the use of the courts of the United States. Now, let's say, yes, during an adoption, that I decided to change the names, yes, to the names that I had chosen, yes, because of the use of a random algorithm. For each of those children, they will love their name because I decided it. Now, who was it that named them? After you decided to use my genetics to make them. Now, I am a little sensitive to the use of the name Budnick, Budnek. Yes. And as I looked through the various court documents, it seemed to me that you had no problem using my name. Yes. Now, there's this idea of Marilyn Van Proyen. Yes. When she got married, she agreed to take Mike's name. Yes. But there seemed to be the picture of Susan Bowers in a Rotary newsletter. Phew. Now, for a spouse to use the name without the actual permission of the individual, let's go ahead. I'm wanting to sue Mike. Now, here's an interesting thing. Yes. Budnick Hodges. Yes. Now, I found this online. Yes. Heidi L. Griggs. Ooh. in 2013, had supposedly divorced me. Yes, but I didn't get a copy of the divorce. I didn't get notice of court hearings. Yes. I didn't receive any documentation that gave her any legal right to have custody of my sons. Mhm. Now, your little conspiracy of persecuting me, right? Well, I just wondered, Heidi L. Griggs, maiden name, was married in 1995 or divorced in 95. Yes. Was married in 1999 or divorced in 1999. And Heidi L. Griggs, yes, has had multiple husbands. Oh. Now, Timothy L. Hodges was her second husband. Yes. John C. Bosma was her first husband. Yes. But some reason there's two of these here. And when I think about let's go ahead, exactly what the fuck?